Now I'll be showing you how to create a pixel character of your own. And I've already got everything set up, but I'm going to go through the motions of setting everything up so that you guys can do the same. And this is an Adobe Illustrator, and I'm doing it in Adobe Illustrator so that I can easily scale everything because Adobe uses vector-based images. And in the tutorial below this one, I'll show a Photoshop tutorial on how to create pixel-like images. So for this one to get started, what you want to do when you open Adobe Illustrator is, I have mine set to 300 by 300, so new, and then do your width 300, and then your height 300, and this is for the character that I've created. If you choose to use a different image to go off of, you can definitely change the height and width, but that's what I use. So 300 by 300, and then it's set up. And what I've done here is I'm using the character that I already created as a sort of guide below my grid so that I can go off of, just because it will be easier than from doing it from memory. And so once you find your picture that you want to use, unless you want to do it just freestyle, you can put your picture on the bottom, and what I like to do is change the opacity a little bit. So let's go ahead and change that. So select him and then change it to a little bit lower. So I've got it at about 66 for him. And now the second part of what you're going to do is you want to create a grid. And how you're going to create the grid is you're going to go to the rectangular grid tool, which will most likely be under your line segment tool here. And you'll go ahead and select that and just click. And you want to create a rather large grid, all just at least enough to fit your character. And you'll see here, so this doesn't quite fit. So what you're going to want to do is to go ahead and resize it so that the pixel blocks line up with your character, or you can freestyle it and you can have your pixel blocks be more narrow, be more wide, but I'll go ahead and fit this to my character now. And as you can see, what I've done is I've created a rather large grid that aligns up with my character, and he is on the bottom layer here and the grid is above him. So what I'm going to do with this now is get started with painting. One thing I want to warn you about beforehand, before painting, is that you want to have your grid set to no fill and no outline. If you fill it, you're going to see colors that you definitely don't want. And if you do that on the stroke as well, you're going to see stroke colors, and we don't want that right now. And also another tip is, if you want to delete anything that you paint, you can just paint with no fill, and that will do the job for you. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is use the Live Paint Bucket tool over on the left hand side here, and it should be the second one here under Shape Builder tool, and I'll use this to fill in my pieces. And what I'm going to need for this one is some swatches. I like to use, let's see if I have swatches out. Nope, swatches. So window swatches, and you can go to like a different library of swatches and pick. So I'll go to skin tones, and I've got a bunch of skin tones to choose from. Maybe I'll try a different skin tone for this one. So we'll go with this one that's a little bit darker. And what you're going to do now, and this is pretty much it, is you're going to go ahead and fill in your character. So as you can see, when I click, I'm filling him in, and you can go ahead and you can drag and do whatnot, and you'll see that. But if I want to get rid of that color, all I have to do is click the no fill. So then that's gone. So I'll go ahead and do that again, and then deselect that and have no fill. And I can go back and click on this, and you'll see it takes it away. So I don't want to bore you guys with me filling this in. I'll get started on filling it in, and I'll perhaps save a template so that other people can access this if they don't feel like creating a whole character themselves. And there we go. The character's completely done and filled out. You can see on the bottom layer, that's where my original is. It's super easy. It's just like coloring. So I'm going to save this one and share it with you guys so that you can use it if you'd like. And go ahead and create your own characters. I'd love to see other people create their own characters. And if you're going to Online Learning Conference in Denver in the beginning of October, I'll be there and we'll be putting these characters in a game. I just want to show everyone how easy it is to place these characters in game and use them for your learning games. And we can talk more about that there. I'll also be at DevLearn in the end of September, kind of beginning of October, and we can definitely talk about games there if you're going to DevLearn. So I'll see you guys then, and I'll be posting more tutorials soon, hopefully. All right, bye.